Check Game Podcast.
Good episode of Check Game.
Episode of Check Game Podcast.
So welcome back to Check Game.
All right, so welcome back to Check Game Podcast.
All right, welcome back to Check Game.
Welcome back to Check Game.
Yo, welcome back to Check Game.
Welcome back to Check Game.
Hey, yo, welcome back to Check Game, man. I'm here with your boy Alvin Williams.
Got an opportunity to share a game. You know, it's called Check Game.
Welcome back to Check Game, y'all. I'm here with your boy Alvin Williams.
I'm here with your boy Terrence Smith, Fats.
And we got a special guest this week, man. One of my main man, and I really want to let y'all know you're really my main man. His name Horace Pappy Owens. He a Philly great. He a Dobbins all American high school player. He went to Rhode Island, done his thing. He got drafted to the pros. In that All American game, he had 18. He shot 7 for 9, if I ain't wrong. It was some big names in that game, and my man is a big staple in the city of Philadelphia. He took care of a lot of kids, including myself, Alvin, and a bunch of other guys. But further ado less, I want to give a shout out to my man Horace Pappy Owens, man. Thanks for coming on the board. Yeah, it's my man, dog.
Thanks for having me.
Hey, no doubt about that.
Hey, Pat, I'll tell you this. When we started, me and Fats started talking about this and doing this, and we started talking about potential guests and all that. And then we always just talk about our past and coaches, the Hill League, everything.
Right.
And your name always kept coming up, man. It was like, God damn, man. Like, Pappy. Man. Like, everybody, man. You the man. I reached out to my youngin' today, DeJuan Robinson. And he told me when he first met you at LaSalle. So y'all both went to URI. So everybody I come across, man, nothing but big respect for you. I got all the respect for my family, and you know what I mean? Yeah. No, for sure. So thanks for your time, man.
Man, thanks for having me, man. You got to make time. Hey, some things you ain't got a choice with. This is one of them things, you know what I
mean? hey, Pap, so I wanted to get into it. You're a real Philly product, right? Well, yeah. I know you're from North. I want to know, what was the environment like? What shaped your game, and who you shaped your game after, if you want to get into that a little bit for me.
So the environment was you played 24/7. That's all you do is play basketball, right? So I grew up in North Philly. I would play at Connie Mack, right? 25th and Diamond, and just rotate that to the Powell, right? So we're fortunate enough in our neighborhood, the older guys, when you got better, the older guys never set you back, right? Or told you to sit down or watch. So now you're talking about guys like Mo Howard, you're talking about Gary Devlin, you're talking about Reggie and Chubby Wells out of the projects. You're talking about my main man who raised me and taught me almost everything I know when I was 10 and 12, Reggie Kitchen. You know what I'm saying? I mean, all of my stuff, Reggie told me. When I was about 8 or 9 years old, I was damn near 6 foot. Reggie said, "You're going to be a guard." You know what I'm saying? And, Reggie, the stuff that I did with y'all Fats, that's where I got it from. I got it from Reggie. Reggie never let you go anything without you knowing you the best one there. Or that's where you're supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? So we played all the time. We were playing 2, 3, 4 leagues. You know what I'm saying? The older guys that were really good, I would just steal from them. The guys, Larry Pittman down in Tioga, Brent Mosley, who was a pain in the eye behind. Brent could play his behind off, man, who kind of got caught up in the street. But basketball-wise, I mean, me, Reggie, and Lonnie grew up underneath those guys. Gary Devlin, who played at Gratz. Marvin Brown, who played at Gratz. So we always played basketball. So different from what they do now, our thing was always playing up. So you know how these guys, 21, 25 years old as freshmen. Right. Man, we wanted guys, the thing of feather in our hat was when a guy said, "Damn, he only what? He playing with us." Right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we always wanted to play up. So that came from Sonny and them too. So if you're good enough, the one thing I could say about Sonny is a lot of knocks on him. People be knocking me, but if you was good enough, he never held you back. You know what I'm saying? So he played you up. So I played Future League in the 8th grade. You know what I'm saying? I played 8th and 9th grade in the Future League. You know what I mean?
Wow.
After Sonny Hill, I played in the Hill League from the 10th grade on up. So I always did that. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I developed and playing against the older guys, man, and give them their props. So in the North Philly team during that time, they had Lewis Lloyd and a guy named Leroy Choice, who was my backcourt mate as a sophomore at Dobbins, who could really play. And then, like I said, Reggie Jackson came out. So in our neighborhood, we was like stair steps. So I came out in 79. Reggie Jackson came out in 78. Lonnie McFarland came out in 80, right?
Mm.
All three of us were McDonald's All-Americans, right? All of us was Player of the Year in the city, and we came bang, 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 bang. So I went to elementary school with Lonnie at Richard Wright, and I went to middle school with Reggie at Roseville. We all played at North Penn Powell. We all played at Connie Mack. We all played at 25th and Diamond. And just the guys in the playground, they just molded us. They taught us how to play. They taught us the game. You know what I mean? You play with the older guys, you know. Oh, listen, point last. You know what I mean? The shooter going through the corner, no free looks, all that. You know what I'm saying? So you almost you getting tutored like they used to tutor the Masons back in the day that couldn't read. The black folks couldn't read and write, so they would tutor them by mouth. You know what I mean? So you learn that you ain't reading no book. So and you played all the time. You know what I mean? So I was just fortunate. I mean, Dennis Caldwell father could play his behind off. That's who's like the legend in Dobbins, who's kind of started it. I want to say the first black guy to be like an all-state guy out of Dobbins in basketball.
Oh yeah,
yeah. He was really, really good. Came out in 1970. So, so we had Reggie around us all the time, and you know how Reggie talk. Y'all know how he is, right? Or was. You know what I mean? May God rest his soul. Tommy Amick and all them guys came underneath Reggie. You know what I'm saying? And so that's where I got my oomph from, right? So y'all know you just don't go downhill and say, I want to play. You got to go when you polish. You follow what I'm saying? So that was my part of my polishing process was that. So once I went down there in the 8th grade, I never looked back, you know?
Yeah. The confidence is there. Yeah. You mentioned Mr. Kitchen. I almost got tears in my eye. Mr. Kitchen, he was so instrumental for me in my life. My dad introduced me to Mr. Kitchen, and was it Bobby Johnson? Not Bobby Johnson, Bobby
Lewis.
Bobby Lewis. And my pop introduced me to him, and I would go work out with Mr. Kitchen. Mr. Kitchen would come up here. He was living in Virginia at the time. Rest in Virginia. And I used to go down there and work out with him. He would have me down there and all that stuff. But I remember 2 things he told me. He was like, young fella, everybody that comes to your birthday party, not a well-wisher. Some of them just want a piece of the cake. And then he'd be like, young fella, know your dangers. It's about girls and everything. Young fella, know. And he used to speak so calmly, man. Everything, his presence, man. And he had some of the hardest workouts. And the other thing he did for me, Pat, my rookie year, I was playing in Portland. I wasn't getting no burn. And he had close relationships with Dennis Scott, Grant Hill, Dennis Scott, Sharif Abdul-Rahim. But he had Dennis Scott come up to me my rookie year and was like, hey, man, just here, you know, Mr. Kitchen, my old head too, and you can play in this league. And Dennis Scott was like the first player that from another team that came up to me and was like, man, you can play, keep your head up. But Mr. Kitchen, he did so much for me, man. And like you said, unfortunately, he passed away. And I didn't even really get to talk to him before he passed away. But Mr. Kitchen was really instrumental, man, for me too.
So I was blessed enough to be at his janaza and to help put him in his, you know, and
wow.
So it was great. I was blessed enough to be there, man, and I did it, man, and I felt good about it because he was just so impactful on me as I was young. You know what I'm saying? So now the crazy thing is that also growing up, I mean, I'm dark skinned. This guy's dark like me, but always was smooth and stuff. So now you're like, dang, I can relate to this guy. You know what I mean? From his house, Alvin, where he grew up, was diagonally right across from 25th and Diamond. Right across the street.
Okay.
Great house right across the street, Fats. That's Reggie's house right there. So,
wow.
I mean, like just my mindset, it all came from him. You know what I mean? So when I went down to the hill, my joint was like, where they at? You understand? Reggie always told us, man, you got to pack your bags. You got to find where they playing at. That was the thing, man. Find out where they playing at. You know what I mean?
Nah, for sure.
Hey, Pap, so you mentioned the All-American game. I'm proud of you that you was able to achieve that. And from my research and knowledge, it happened to be a lot of important people involved in that game, and you did well. I just want you to share that experience with our viewers because that's a congratulations from me to you, just being from our city and making those achievements. Those are proud moments from me to you. So if you want to share what that felt like or how that went down for you for All-American game.
So it went down because now I always found somebody I'm a chase. You follow what I'm saying? That's older. So now I ain't gonna let Reggie and Clarence Tillman leave me behind. So they was a year ahead of me. So both of them played in the game, the first game, which was played in Philadelphia. Man, these guys, both of them played at Roman. One played at Roman, one played at West Philly. Clarence played at West Philly. God rest his soul. Right. I mean, they made a big to do, man. Catch a Rising Star. That was the commercial, right? So the commercial had them walking up the Spectrum steps, and you can see the jackets of their high school, and then it turned on, right? I said, I got to be there. I got to. Right? So now dig what I do. So now Sonny gets me in the game. The game that they got Mark Aguirre, Dwight Anderson. I mean, they got some guys, right? So I'm sitting there, and I'm close. You know, I got good seats, and I'm sitting right next to John Wooden. Because actually, the three people that was involved in the game, it was Sonny Hill, John Wooden, and John Wooten, the coach at DeMatha. Right? So I'm sitting there, and I'm watching the game, and they going up and down. I said, there's no shot that I won't be here next year. No shot, right? Because once I saw it, I said, man, listen, it's my turn. You follow what I'm saying?
Right.
So, like I said, Reggie and all of us, we would play all together, we play all the time, put a little extra work in. And real truth be told, what happened was, so the All-American stuff came out. You know how they had the Streets and Smith and stuff like that there?
Yep.
So the Streets and Smith and all that stuff come out. And my name ain't where I think it should be. Right? Now I'm mad. But I'm mad enough to put my work in. So now it was almost like a horse with harnesses on, right? So I get up in the morning, do my running, you know what I mean? Do my shooting, do my running. And I mean, running outside, it's cold. I do that Gratz track, the Gratz cross country run, right? From Henry, run that joint. I would run it. The season started. Hey, man, listen, the first 4 games, 41, 42, 44, just like that, there, bang, bang, bang. It didn't matter. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
It's just like if you put your stuff on, that's your behind. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It was on one of those things, right? And then at that time, you know, you could see all the publications and stuff, and our coach Yank would get them and have you in the top, this, that, and the other. Make a long story short, you know, things felt good for me, man. You know what I mean? And I was blessed to play in a game which was unbelievable, man. I mean, like the talent.
Who was in that game with you?
Oh man, you talking about? So the guards was like Isaiah Thomas, right? Isaiah Thomas. So the West guards was Isaiah Thomas, Byron Scott, right? John Paxton, a guy named Raymond McCoy out of Chicago who was very, very good, ranked pretty high. I'm trying to think of who else was the other guards, but I know who played with us was a guy named Dirk Minifield, played at Kentucky, Quentin Dell, Sidney Lowe, Dirk Wittenberg, Tony Red Bruin from out of New York. The forwards it was an unbelievable forward class. So you're talking about guys like Clark Kellogg, Antoine Carr, James Worthy, Dominique
James Worthy. Damn.
I mean, this joint was like a who's who, man. And these jokers could play, man. Darren Day, a guy named Teddy Grubbs out of Chicago, who I thought was really good. A guard named Ricky Ross out of Wichita that was really, really good. About 6'5", 6'6", that can really do a lot of things. It's just a talented group of individuals, man. Clark Kellogg, like I said, Sam Bowie, Ralph Sampson.
Damn.
It was crazy.
They said I was reading. It said 16 of y'all out of that game got drafted.
Well, probably like
to the
20.
NBA. 20? I mean, shit.
20.
Yeah, you named 20 of them right there.
So
all y'all got drafted, huh?
Yeah, but you know the amazing thing. So Philly was so deep, and the basketball was so good, right? And I had a touch of all of them right here in the city, right? So I came up during my eras like Gene Banks and Michael Brooks. Gene Banks, Michael Brooks, Louis Lloyd, Clarence Tillman, Reggie Jackson, right? So now you see all that. So the big bodies, I mean, like even like Hal McNeil, who was a 6'8" guy that could 6'8", 6'9" guy that could play guard, right? That played at Abington. Those kind of guys. So I kind of seen guys like that. The mental intellect was interesting. You know what I mean? How they thought about the game, how they approached it, things like that there. So you would go on the circuit. So we played a couple times with each other or against each other. We played in a thing called the Simcoe Classic, which was up in New York.
Okay.
So it was only about 8 or 9 of us that showed up. So I played with the U.S. team. So we started Dirk Minniefield, myself, Ralph Sampson, Clark Kellogg, Antoine Carr, and brought Teddy Grubbs off the bench.
Damn.
Daily too. So I mean, like it was like a who's who in this joint. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But hey man, I'm from Philadelphia, man. I belong. That's where I supposed to be.
Right.
You know
Right.
so,
How as a youngster, how was you treated? Like your family, like all that. Like me and Fast had talked before. He said he went somewhere and he dropped numbers, but he come back home, man. Take this trash out. Like it, like how was you treated? You know, everybody get the fanfare now, Instagram, social media. But how was you treated? You was a mega star. You doing your thing. How was you treated around the city? Family, friends, and everything.
So you know once that happened, like one thing that we have in Philadelphia, you got a lot of people that could play that people don't know about, right? So
Right.
now you're gonna get everybody best game. You understand what I'm saying? And you know them jokers, hey man, you gotta show me. I'm from Missouri.
Yeah.
You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
yeah,
every time you
yeah.
play, I mean people treat you with respect because your numbers dictate it, but you walking around like you better than somebody, that's not happening. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I can
Right.
think of some guys now that could play. And you know, you had to strap your shit on and be ready to roll.
Right.
You know what I mean? But I mean, they always treat you good, but that stuff that never like fazed me because it was a bigger picture for me. You know what I mean? So now, one thing Reggie Kitchen always talked about, right, was it ain't about what's in your backyard, what's out of your yard. What you do when you're out of your zone. You dig what I'm saying? What you do when you leave Philly, can you do the same thing that you did there? You follow what I'm saying to you? So that was my big thing, you know what I mean, was that to perform on the level, wherever the guys are supposed to be my age or whatever the case may be that can do it, let's go. And I was young. I was 17 years old. I turned 17 years old my senior year. I was 16 going to senior. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So I was playing at a decent level at a young age, you know. Mo Howard. I took a lot of stuff from Mo. I thought Mo was unbelievable, man. Mo could do
What
it.
you tell us something, because we had him as a guest. He's one of our first guests, man. Well, tell us something about Mr. Mo.
Listen, so Mo and Joe Bryant was tight. That was his main man,
that's
right?
what you're saying.
That was his main man. So I'll never forget this. So remember when you go to Gratz, I don't know if y'all remember, so the Sunny Hill League used to be played out of Gratz, the Sunny Hill and the Baker League. So they would play at Gratz.
Oh, wow.
So you got Stan Water Ice Stand right there, right? So now once I find out who playing, right? So you got Mo coming in this joint, Lloyd Free, Fly Williams. I mean, it's like a who they playing Fez, they playing Joe Bryan, Lloyd, you know, I mean, like loaded. Guys coming in the joint. Now I runs over to Stan's. I get my water ice, my glazed donut, right? And I sit up at the front. So the Negroes won't ask for my shit. You dig what I'm saying? I'm up there eating, right? So they getting at it, right? Mo walked through this joint, man. Mo could jump. So Mo could jump out on this jump shot, and Mo could take you to the bucket and put it on you, right? So I always watched all his games at Maryland, all that. But Mo was going at Lloyd, and Lloyd was going at him, but he never wavered. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, he could really play, man. Could really play.
Yeah. He was telling us. I mean, we saw some stuff, but of course, you hear about him a lot, and knowing Ashley Howard, who you work with. Yeah. So, but now Mr. Howard, he blessed us with his presence.
No, listen, man. He was a big guard, man, and played at St. Joe Prep, man. He was good, man. Really good.
Yeah.
Hey, Pap, so you played in the Sunny Hill, and what did the league mean to you? And why was it such a big deal in Philly? Like, why was it so impactful with the Hill League, and it consumed all the guys like that?
So it was a couple of things. First of all, man, the only thing you had to do is bring your game when we was coming through, right? So what I mean by that, so now they had sneaks for you, right? They gave you bags, right? They gave you shirts, trunks, everything. Trophy night was unforgettable. You hear what I'm telling you? So you know when you go to McDonald Hall, you know how you had the stands on one end, that one end of the stands is in, right? The one side across. That whole thing was filled with trophies. And I'm talking about joints that stand up to your waist when you, and all that shit. So now you go there and you see it, you like mesmerized. I gotta be here. You understand? So now, you know, from the time we 10 to 12, that's where everybody aimed to play. And the other beauty of it is it was only 6 teams. It was only.
So is a section of the city? How they? What was the teams?
It was North Philly, South Philly, West Philly, Northeast, right? Diamond Medics, and Greater North.
Okay.
So no Germantown yet.
I mean, in Germantown. I'm sorry, I missed Germantown.
Okay. That's like Diamond Medics.
Right.
Oh, okay, Diamond Medics.
No,
okay.
it wasn't Germantown. Diamond Medics was Northeast. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Right. So Diamond Medics was Northeast. So it's saturated, man. I mean, like at one time, the best class in our era, it wasn't even Gene Banks' class. It was the 78 class. Guys had 4 and 5 high school All-Americans in that class. They had Buck Williams would come here because he had family here that played with Portland and played with Buck was spending
the Nets.
Right. His summers in Philadelphia.
Word?
Yes. He was spending summers playing in Philadelphia against us.
So he played, was that Baker League or that's the Hill League?
That's the Hill League.
He's in high school.
He played in high school. He would come, he had some family here, and he would come and stay with them, and he would play with Greater Northeast in the Hill League. Yeah.
Nah, that's who else was some? You said 78. Who else was some of the guys in there?
So 78 had Clarence, who was a McDonald's All-American, Reggie, who was a McDonald's All-American, Hal McNeil, who was a 6'8" kid who was a parade All-American, a guy named Gordy Bryant, who played at Malvern, about 6'8", 6'9", who played at Virginia Tech. He was a parade All-American. Oh my God. A guy named Kevin Broadnex, who was really good. They had some guys, man. Yeah.
Yeah, nah, that's tough. That's tough.
I mean, they beat
Crazy,
Gene.
Right?
They beat Gene and Louis Lloyd. So they would have junior and senior games. So when they was juniors, they beat Louis and them.
Wow. That's tough. My pop took me to see Louis Lloyd play when he came back. I think he was with Golden State, or it might have been his first game back. Was Golden State who drafted him, or Houston?
Golden State.
Golden State. Yeah, my pop took me. I was sitting, basically I was on Bro and Patterson watching the game, but I remember him taking me to see Lloyd Banks. I mean Louis Lloyd, and he took me to see Gene Banks when they came back when he was with Duke.
Yeah.
They played at the Palestra, and he took me to see one of them games. Yeah, so my pop always.
Louis Lloyd was a different animal.
Yeah, I hear.
And I'm not exaggerating, man. I'm telling you, man. He was something special, man. I hadn't seen nothing like that. You know what I mean? 6'5", maybe. Man, listen, man. I don't care who it is.
He went at him.
Listen, man. He went at him. Man.
Yeah.
He was a handful, man. He was a handful.
So we talking about college. Me looking at some of your college stats, you had a hell of a career in college at Rhode Island, and you shot the ball pretty well. You got some points. Your points increased by the years. You want to talk about your Rhode Island stint? How was that in college? And could you speak about, because you now work in that space? How was it for you back then versus what you able to see now today, being a college coach at a university?
Real quick, Fat. Hey, Pat.
Yeah.
Fats always be speed. Always speed. I got one question, real quick.
Go ahead, man. You get in there, then.
No, but you McDonald's All-American, and what was the recruiting process? What was the schools like? What was that, and how'd you go about choosing Rhode Island?
So my I almost went to Georgia with Dominique. Right?
Damn. Man.
I almost went to Georgia with Dominique, man. So it was Clemson. It was Clemson, Georgia. Clemson, Georgia, Rhode Island, St. Joe's, and Penn State.
Okay.
In Penn State, right? And I almost Clemson, Georgia. I'm missing somebody that was pretty good. At University of Washington.
Okay.
Almost, because I had an uncle who was close to the coach out there, and he had come to Philadelphia and saw me play. And it was a nice guy, right? So I went and visited. Chubby Wells had me at Clemson when I went there. A guy named Hugh Durham was the coach at Georgia. It was a hell of a visit. It was a little tricky, you know what I'm saying? But man, by that time, Roots had just come out. You know what I'm saying? You know, we crazy in North Philly, man. I'm like,
yeah, I'm not going down there.
You know what I mean? And Dominique was really good, man. He wanted me to come bad, you know, because we had played,
Yeah.
you know, in the games he played with, and he was really, really good, man. But if Reggie was around, because Reggie had moved to Reston, Virginia, I probably would have went to either Clemson or Georgia, knowing him. But Rhode Island was really good. They had a guy named Salle Williams who was really, really good, and I thought that I would play with him. So my best friend, actually, Roland Houston, was at there when I went to visit. So I went to visit there, and
Roland from Philly.
Roland's from Philly. Yep.
Yeah.
Originally from South Philadelphia. Right?
Okay.
But he went to school up in Germantown. He ended up living with his brother. But I goes there. I go a couple of times to visit, right? So now I'm thinking I'm gonna play with Sly. So Sly was like an All-American as a junior, right? So I said, man, he gonna play. I said, we're gonna be loaded, right? Somehow he has to leave early. He went hardship to the Knicks and this, that, and third. By that time I had committed already, right? So I didn't want to you know, your word is your bond, and that's how we grew up. You know what I mean? So, and I wanted to play right away, to be honest.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I was fortunate enough where, you know, ever since I was young, I always played. You know what I mean? So me sitting down watching somebody, I knew that wasn't going to go over too well. You know what I'm saying? So I decided, you know what? I said, man, I'm going to go up there. I went and visited, man. I liked it. And I tell you what, one of the biggest, you ain't going to believe this. So I grew up 25th and Diamond, right? Between 25th and Diamond, between Tioga, with all us at, right? And my mom said, you want to go to Rhode Island? I said, Mom, I got to deal with white people sooner or later. You follow what I'm saying? And I said, man, I got to learn. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just for my growth and development. And she said, really? You couldn't believe I said that? I said, yeah. I said, I don't mind it. And it was a culture shock, but it wasn't, because I knew what I had to deal with. Great people up there, man. A lot of Italians, man. You learn a lot of things, man. Helped my growth and development, things like that there. We were really good my sophomore year. We were really, really good. We were really good. Had a good team, man. A couple other guys that got drafted. My senior year, my junior year, we was okay. We took a big loss. My senior year, we would have been really good. We had a guy named Mark Upshaw who was unbelievable. Boy out of Columbus, Georgia, about 6'6", 6'7". I played just like Julius Erving, man. I'm not exaggerating. Play hard. You know how them down south guys got a motor, man, can run, man. Oh, was he good? Tore his knee up about the fifth game of the season, man. So him going out, we was like a 1-2 punch. As long as I had him, I know I was all right, right? 1-2. So then he leaves, put a younger guy in there, so it was a little more difficult. Ty Bozeman was a freshman when I was.
Ty Bozeman went to Rhode Island?
Ty Bozeman went to Rhode Island. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Ty Bozeman was a freshman, man. So we struggled a little bit just because of young. And in college, you can't do no one-man band shit. They ain't going for that, man. You know what I mean? That ain't working, man. And so, I mean, you get the numbers, but shit, you come up with them L's, man. You get hit in your head, man, and all that. And playing them double teams and boxing ones. You think you left that shit in high school, and they doing that in college. So it was a rough road, but it was, now that I'm older, it kind of helped mold me, man. And sometimes you look back and you say, damn, man, should I have did that? You know what I mean? But, and that's where God had me to go. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And this was my route. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, can't question
it. It's interesting you said the whole thing about, you know what I mean, going to Rhode Island, expanding your experience with white people, different people.
Sure.
That was, and I always tell Fats and our audience they tired probably hearing about my pop. That was why I went to Germantown Academy.
Sure.
My pop said the same thing to me when I was in 7th grade.
Yeah.
You got to learn how to deal with these people. You got to learn how to deal with it. You step outside your box, step outside your country. And that was the premise of going to Germantown. And it helped me when I went to Villanova and, you know, further down. So that helped me. So when you went to Rhode Island, like, what was off the court? Was there any type of challenges, the adjustment period there? Like, what was that like for you?
So actually, whatever the, like, racism and whatever, that shit was hidden from me, because I didn't run it. I ain't really run into it, but I mean, you know how, Al, you know how we are. We're going to look at the landscape and say, all right, now what moves I got excuse me, what moves I got to make now? You understand what I'm saying?
Yep.
So now I got me a little hoopty. I can go up to Providence, you know what I mean? By that time, you know, I'd have made some roadways with somebody. You dig what I'm saying? You know, I can make my moves back, you know, so
Yeah.
then, you know, you tighten up on campus. So now you kind of got your own routine and stuff. So it was different. You know what I'm saying? It was different. It was different, man. I mean, I'm used to WDAS in the morning, WDAS at night.
Right.
They had no black radio stations at the time of this joint, man.
Right.
So I used to take a cassette and record the radio home when I got a little homesick, so I can hear Butterball and all that shit on the radio. But I mean, it was cool, man. I learned a lot, man. I made some lifelong friends, man. You just kind of grow. You know what I mean? You grow, and I ain't duck the smoke, man. I just said, hey, man, I'm here. I got to do what I got to do. That's all. I would go up to Providence and see Ricky Tucker because he was at Providence. It's like 45 minutes away. So I'd ride up there and go see Rick and stuff like that. So
Okay. Yeah. You know, it's great. It's interesting, man, because we didn't heard it before. We've all been do that. We've all went out of state, different parts. And then it's important to have that support system because we've seen people also leave Philly and get dragged back to the detriment of them.
Yeah.
Did you have a strong support system back home while you was away? I mean, you had your tapes and there people sending you stuff or whatever, but was it a strong support system?
My mom and dad was strong, man, but my old heads was even stronger in the street, right? So my mom don't like to hear, but most of my growing up was in the street with them guys. You know what I'm saying? And
Talk to me, baby.
You know what I mean? And they took care of me. Now I had my mom and dad in the house, and it looked like Huskables, but it wasn't like that for me. You know what I mean? And that's what I like. You understand?
Right.
That's what I gravitated to. My mom would always say, "You with the older guys," but I was with the older street guys. So then I learned. You know what I mean? And you have your challenges, right? But mentally, you start getting tough. You follow what I'm saying? Do you want to quit on yourself? You know what I'm saying? The only thing I didn't do, and I'm older now, and you kind of reflect. The older you get, you reflect on some stuff, right? So
right.
I didn't put the time in that I had in my game. I didn't do what Katina Mobley did up there. Cap stayed in the gym. You know what I mean? 24/7. And him and Tyson Wheeler stayed in the gym. And I didn't do that. You know what I'm saying? And it hurt me at the end, quiet as it's kept, to me, in my opinion. You know what I mean? So as men, we don't point the finger at what happened. You try to say, man, what would I have did different for me?
Right.
Because I did it. You dig what I'm saying? So that's one thing I didn't do. The facilities was there, man. We can always go in there and get it, man. We always had basketball. I mean, I would go do it, but I could have did more, I think. You know what I'm saying? So it was a lot of time to yourself. You know what I mean? A lot of you run into them guys out of New York. That's a little different from us. You know what I'm saying? And it's always a little rivalry here and third, and so they test you or you test them. You know what I mean? So it was good, though. It was good. The support system here was crazy. I mean, Hill and them would call me. My boys on the street would call me, tell me what's going on down the way. All kind of shit.
Yeah.
So it was cool.
Okay.
Yeah. I had support. Yeah.
Hey, so who toughest you faced in college?
Ooh.
Who gave you the work?
Ho.
I say, ain't nobody busting my ass.
No. Listen, no. So you talking about like we played in like the Far West Classic one year, right? So you're talking about playing against Utah with Pace Manning, Tom Chambers, and those guys. You're talking about playing against Drake that had Lewis Lloyd and Pop Wright that was from Baltimore. Then the number one team in the country was Oregon State. They had a big guy named Steve Johnson who was like probably the number one player picked during that time. But they team bust our ass.
Okay, all right.
And they had a coach, an older guy named Miller. I forgot his first name, but they didn't do a whole lot of dribbling, but it was the first motherfuckers was beating us just passing. Bang, 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 layup. Bang, bang, bang. I mean, like everybody's passing. Guys backdoor. AC Green was a freshman. He was on the team.
Oh, wow.
And they blew us out of Portland, out of that joint. What was it, Rosemont or something like that? What's that joint they played in Portland, Alvin?
Oh, the Rose Garden.
Rose Garden. My God, man. They put something on our tail, man. I mean, and we had like a little ranking going up in that joint, but they was number one. And I mean, like, the shit was it was pathetic. It was heartbreaking. You know what I mean? So you had
I didn't mean to take you there, Pat.
You got heartbreak. Pat, like, so outside of Philly, what city, Baltimore, Chicago, New York, who had the players you respected the most, or the toughest players, or the best players you thought that when they showed up and you knew where they was from, or you could tell where they was from the way they played? What city you think?
I tell you what, man. During my era, Chicago was crazy.
Chicago. I say the same thing.
Man. Chicago, man, they had some dudes. And most of the time, if a guy can play in Chicago, he's gonna be in the league. I mean, but it came from, it's funny because I'll never forget. So, at the McDonald's game, after the game, they take you to McDonald's and you eat, get something to eat. And at the time, Isaiah and I just had like a small conversation. So we was talking, just talking general, nothing deep. But he started talking about who he was playing against, right? So this guy was playing against George Gervin, Artis Gilmore, Sonny Parker, Mo Cheeks. All these guys are pros. And they were them guys in high school. You know what I'm saying? So guess what they did? The better high school guys, Mark Aguirre, all them guys. Think about all those guys during that time that was in the league from Chicago. But they grooming them to be it. You follow what I'm saying? So with Sonny got the college league and he taking the best of the best, and they saying, look, we're gonna mix you in this thing, right? But I thought the Chicago guys was, they just knew how to play strong. You know what I mean? Understood the game, man. They had a little Philly stuff in them, a little New York in them. They understand the jump shot. They just understood the game. I thought New York guys was more drivers, dunkers and stuff during that time. They're shooting jumpers now, but during that time, But I thought the Chicago guys, I thought it was them. Indiana guys was good. Indiana was good. Mississippi.
Word.
Yeah, them dudes down south I thought was really good. Good players down south, man. But Chicago I thought was they played like they was pros, man. You know what I'm saying? Like
Chicago is different. I remember Pop took me to 19. My Pop was working for baseball at the time. Took me to the All-Star game. He knew somebody, had me playing. He's like, yo, you go play with them. So I went over. He hired a cop. It was a woman. She was a police officer in Chicago, and she was working during the All-Star game, baseball All-Star game. So they hired her. And she was like, yo, you can go play ball with my son. Her son was probably like in 12th grade. I was in 10th grade, I want to say. Whole time, I'll never forget the whole Chicago thing. I had a Seattle Mariners hat on, and I had it pulled down to the side. And he came down the steps with his hat to the back. And his mom was like, where you going with your hat like that? Boy, turn your hat around. So we catch the train. He lived in west side of Chicago. So we get on the train and go play ball. So I asked him, I said, yo, why your mom tell you take your hat off? She said, oh, these gangs around here, if you wear your hats a certain way. And I had my hat. He said, but you're cool. I said, nope. I took my hat off, put it in my bag. But when I went there and played, I ain't never, even come from Philly, I ain't never played that physical style.
Yes.
I'm trying to cross and do they physical, they just knew how to ball, man. I remember remember the kid, Kiwan Garris.
Yes.
Kiwan Garris.
Yes.
And I remember going to Nike camp and he bust I ain't know him, but he bust my ass. So I'm with you. Yeah. Chicago. Chicago.
Now listen to this. So during that time, the gang war, the capital of that gang war was in Philadelphia. I don't know if your pop ever tell you, oh, this shit was terrible, man. You know what I mean? Somebody died every day, 2, 3, 4 people, this, that, and the third. My dad was from Gary, Indiana.
Oh.
So I would go to Gary all the time in the summer times and always played. They were going to send me to Gary to get away from the gangs to Roosevelt High School in Gary, Indiana. And I cried the blues. I said, man, did you think these guys are going to let something happen to me? They ain't going to let nothing happen. No, listen, he can't go there. We can't get him there. You know what I'm saying? So, but I've spent a lot of time in Gary, Indiana, which is right. It's like Camden to us.
It's right there.
Yeah, it's right there.
Yeah, no, for sure. What you got, Fats?
Pappy getting drafted. What was that process for you? How was that? And what was the emotion going through you knowing you about to have a chance to get into the NBA, Pappy?
I tell you what, man, that was the best shape I ever been in my life, right? So you start preparing for that Portsmouth stuff, right? You start preparing for the Chicago pre-draft camp, right? So you know, I mean, you're gonna see some guys there that can do it that you didn't know and things like that there. But you wanted to make sure, in my mind, I wanted to make sure that I was ready. You know what I mean? So, and I shot it good there. I shot it good. I played pretty good. You know what I mean? The work I put in for that to get ready for that experience, I should have been putting that shit in there. And I probably went higher. You know what I'm saying to you? So again, shortchanging yourself. You know what I mean? So put the work in, man. Got right, man, and went and did a good job. It was interesting, right? So the first time that basketball was a business to me, right? So I always played for fun, you know, because I loved it. I ain't like it. I loved it. I mean, you know how it is in the hood. Shit, you may shovel snow off the thing. You may play in the summertime. It's raining, but it's warm. So it's like it ain't nothing like a shower. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it is you can't even describe it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I can't tell you why we love it like that, but it is what it is. But it was the first time that that I realized that it was a business. The first time, and I was young. I had just turned 21 years old.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it was, and if you weren't the first rounder, you know how they treat you. Shit, you're not treated the same. But you gotta try to go take what you want. And it's all about. And I'm singing to the choir with you. I'm being in the right place at the right time, being drafted by the right team and the plan that they have for you. The better the plans they have for you, the more patience they got with you developing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So a lot of it is that, man. You know, so it's not like now almost a second round is a guaranteed, a spot like that. A guaranteed contract. It wasn't like that when I was coming up.
Yeah. How many teams was in the NBA at that time?
It wasn't like it wasn't no Canada teams.
Yeah. Was it 20? Was it more than 20?
It was more than
25.
20. It was
25. It's 30 now.
It was 30 now. So what's one of the newer teams are the Canada team, right?
Canada. It was Toronto and Vancouver, but Toronto. Right. But yeah. I guess so, because Seattle now is OKC. Seattle was there.
Right, Seattle was there.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm thinking, I was just thinking, but I was 20, it must be like 28. Yeah. But because I was saying it because it's harder. It's less roster spots, man. You got 17, 18 guys on a roster now. The G League, the two ways.
Yeah.
It's so many more outlets.
Yeah, you did right. And you didn't have all that. And I tell you what, it was just you get to a team and the veterans think that you got a shot and they got guaranteed contract. They may act like they hurt or something so they don't go through the rookie camp. Wow. So, and then you got to luck up and get a coach that want young guys. This coach may not want a young guy. It's a business. I never been, you always hear about mentally tired. That was the first time I ever got mentally tired. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Physically tired is one thing. You can mentally say, and get it going. When you mentally tired, you tired, man, because you worry. And I had never experienced any kind of like failure in it until then. You know what I'm saying? So now you start second guessing yourself. This, that, and the third. Man, damn, I'm gonna wait till now. So there's a lot of mental gymnastics you go through. You know what I mean? And it helps. It could break some guys. I mean, I know some guys to the Schuylkill River and all that kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? Or I start getting high. So, you know what I mean? It tests you. You know what I mean? It tests your,
you hear
your belief.
You hear a lot of these people, you see these young kids, oh, he a pro, this. And I say, yo, being a pro ain't playing ball.
No.
It's so much you got to endure.
No.
And it's being in the NBA and all that is not always the best players.
No.
Being in the NBA a lot of times is the players that can handle the bullshit the best. You know what I mean? It's so much that you got to deal with. And it's more of a mental approach in that league, man. Because you said so many people that can play, but there's so many people that don't cut it because of that piece.
Yep.
And the business of it. So it's I already know, man.
Yep. No, it's definitely it made you mentally tough about some other things, you know what I'm saying, that to carry on in life. But and Fats, just imagine this, right? everything, people are faster than what you think. People are stronger than what you think. You understand what I'm saying? Hey, Fat, something might be open for a second. That joint closed. I mean, like, it's yo, am I lying, Alvin? This shit is crazy. I mean, like, it's the best of the best, man. So, and ain't nobody got no mercy for nobody. Yeah, everybody trying to get that buck. So it's tough, man. Guys make it there, they can play.
Yeah, that's what's it's so hard. Yeah, but they make it look easy. Yeah, and that's when you know that's when it's the bad boy. You making the hard thing look easy, man.
That's right. So and that thing look like he in slow motion. That's a bad man. No, it's looking good. You know what I mean?
Hey, Pap. So something was important to me since we got you here was how you influenced the kids like me and the kids that you took under your wing, and your relationship with Clark Gross and T. Shields, who me and Al big fans of. Through relationship of basketball, but as me as a young boy, you was always at the gym down at McDonald, always had access to you. You seemed to take care of a group of guys, and it would seem genuine with your own dollar, your own time. And I just wanted to applaud you for that, for doing that for our kids, and give you a time to speak on that too, man.
So, my thing was to play in the league and to play for a couple years, right? And I didn't do it. So at one time, you kind of shun away and kind of get yourself together. I played in the Baker League and do what I had to do there, but that's not where I wanted to be. That's not where the best of the best was playing at, right? And I didn't do what I needed to do to get back to that level, right? So, but I knew I was blessed with some God gifts that I had to share, and my old heads took care of me. You follow what I'm saying? And I'm a big Philly guy. You understand? I mean, and I'm loyal, right? And I want to see the same thing out of my young guys. You follow what I'm saying? But I had to show them what I want from them, right? So what do I mean? So when I was coming up and guys out of New York or DC or something asked me, man, why don't you come play with us here, this, that, and the third? I said, let me make sure no Philly teams is going to be there. You understand? If I played down in the Pal or whatever, and they said, man, come play with us out West Philly, make sure no North Philly teams is playing. You follow what I'm saying? So I'm always loyal to my way and to where I come from. Like they could never drag me up to Jersey to play for no Jersey team and come down here and play Philly. No shot at it, man. I just couldn't do that. But I had to give y'all what I had. You understand what I'm saying? God gave me some gifts, man. He put me in the right spot, man. I grew up during a tough time, man. Guys in the street real strong, getting a whole lot of money. Guys getting shot. A whole lot of tricky stuff, man. And I learned how to maneuver through this stuff here, right? Now, grant you, some of my best friends did, and I love them to death to the day. And them the guys that I actually believed in and trusted. But that wasn't my lane. You follow what I'm saying to you? So my lane was to make sure that y'all was all right. Right. So it was easy for me. You know what I mean? And the beauty of you guys was y'all loved basketball. Y'all was just like me. So the truth be told is no different than the same guys that get caught in the penitentiary. We just don't get caught doing our stupid shit. We all do something crazy that potentially can get you in trouble. We was just blessed enough when we didn't get caught. You know what I'm saying? So we're no different. I don't know no black family don't got somebody that been on drugs or in the penitentiary. That's a common denominator. I don't know nobody like that. So my thing was to make sure that I bridged the gap and I took care of North Philly. That was my thing. You know what I mean? Hey, man. And I tried to do my best. I taught y'all hard. I stayed on y'all, but I would bust y'all behind and also congratulate you at the same time when y'all did well. And what I liked is that I thought that the better job I did in the summertime, it would carry over in the wintertime. You dig what I'm saying to you? So now, if I showed y'all some shit, hey, man, unlock the floor. You know what I mean? Go down, set a screen. The better your screen is, you're going to get open. And either the guy going to get open you send it for, or you're going to have an open shot. Screen it and roll it. You don't have no position. You're a guard. You can handle the ball. Bring it up. Look for the mismatch. That's all basketball stuff. So now, if I can feed that to you, and when you go back to Gratz or you go back to Germantown Academy, or you go back to Cardinal Dockley like Catton did, I know that I gave you something to put in your toolbox. right? Because that's what was given to me. I got better every time. Anytime I had a great summer, my winter was unbelievable. So I believe that. You know what I mean? If I put my time in, then I did that. So, hey man, plus that's what Reggie Kitchen did for me. So I have to give back to y'all. You know what I mean?
Pay it forward.
Yeah, you taking and not giving ain't how it works. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
right.
Hey man.
That's right.
You got money and your fist is closed. Hey man, everything that's in ain't nothing gonna go out or come in. You know what I mean? So you got to give what you got. And if you believe in your Lord or whatever you believe in, you know what I mean? Allah put us here for a reason, man. And you have to understand you in situations and He place you in spots so you can do things to help others. Life is about helping others, man. That's what it's about. Don't get it twisted in nothing. And you guys do a great job at it, right? So if you don't help somebody, hey man, that's on you. That's your blessings that you're blocking. That's not there.
Right.
You dig what I'm saying to
No
you?
doubt.
So
No doubt. No doubt.
hey man, y'all remind me of me, man. When I was growing up, man, running wild, acting crazy, chasing little girls and playing basketball and having fun and doing whatever you're doing. And I was obligated to do that. That was my obligation. And I mean, you guys have done nothing to sell me short of being proud, man. All of y'all, you know.
I tell you to appreciate that, Pat. I tell you this, man. When I think about kids today, and like you said, we all was there. We all did the dumb shit. We all did what we did as kids. But the one thing that I say this younger generation is missing is leadership. It ain't no more paps. It ain't that no more. You might have a few, and not to discredit anybody that, but the purity, the authenticity, just the heart, like just the time and everything. Like it ain't. Everybody has an agenda. Everybody has a handout. They working with a kid to get something later, and all. The leadership is gone. The leadership, had we had it, is gone. Like, and that's the unfortunate thing.
And you know what? This the sad part. The adults is going for it, right? So
yeah.
And I mean, like you just said, I'm working to get here, and that ain't how you gonna get there. If it ain't what that kid doing with his workout guy, what he doing without his workout guy?
Right.
I don't want no kid that's sitting home talking about when my workout guy come and we didn't. Fuck that. Hey man, you could take a basketball, have a conversation with it through shooting. Hey man, you can shoot at night with it. You don't need nobody. A guy don't think like that there, that need his workout guy, or I gotta go with my people and all that stuff. That's bad news, man. And the adults spend their money on it like they crazy.
It's crazy.
Hey man, a kid may be good when he's young. The adult think that, man, my kid killed this guy when they was in junior high or elementary league. So you think the guy's supposed to stay the same? You understand what I'm saying? And you got all these guys that's not non-basketball guys, man, that's involved, man. Listen to this. And this is no lie.
I say it all the time. You're right.
Yeah, man, they got them guys that don't know nothing. Basketball ain't changed. The people changed. The game ain't changed. The game ain't changed at all. It's the people. And we allow them to change the game. You understand? Anytime you can call when you make a bucket and it ain't a three, a bad shot, something wrong with that to me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe I'm old. You dig what I'm saying? But you're telling me a bucket ain't good, that's a bad shot because it ain't a three or a dunk shot.
Yep.
That's the craziest shit I've ever heard. I've never heard nothing like that. You know what I mean? So,
but you said it, Pap. It's so many non-basketball people making basketball decisions and involved.
Yeah,
and they X us out of it.
Yep.
They X us out of it from that X and O standpoint. The relationship standpoint that we have with our peers, with the young fellas, they don't have the human. They take the human element out of basketball. They look at just things totally different, analytically based, and what you see out there. But there's so many elements that go into forming a team, recruiting a person, working with a person, and they take it all away, and they just put it all out there like it's a simplified game. No, it is simple, but it's things that go behind it. It's an intricacy behind all of everything we do.
It's amazing that we're talking, right? So, I always wondered, man. I said, man, I'm gonna retire soon, man. I can't do this shit no more. You understand what I'm saying? I've been coaching now for 20-something years, man. I do enjoy myself, man, but I got to do something to help bring back something close to what we had, Alvin. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And it got to start with the younger guys. What I mean younger, 10, 12. But the problem is once you get them going, the parents going to move them.
Yeah.
Because they greedy. You understand?
Parents is goofy as hell.
And I don't want to charge nobody nothing because nobody charged me. I'm
Right.
going to charge you anything. I'm going to give you what I got. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
But the parents are so crazy. I've never seen parents that sit in practice. They come sit in practice.
You ain't got nothing else to do?
They got juice for them. They got at Diamond Street, we would go up that motherfucker, drink out the water fountain.
Yeah.
Now you got juice for them. They got this is his Gatorade. This is his. I never seen nothing like that. I never seen nothing like it. So the grown folks is messing this thing up, man. You know what I mean? It's
sure.
I mean, then the money stuff is sad.
Oh, that's one of the questions I had leading up to you, being as though you coach at a university, and now that the money is allowed, right? How do you see that? What's your opinion on that? And what effect has it had on your mindset for basketball now that you see kids can get paid? And back when you played, it was a different thing. And also keep in mind, I mean, you had an HBCU, so I just like you to share any information on how you're feeling on the kids getting paid versus back in the day when it just wasn't the same love for kids back then.
So I think they should put a limit on it, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's no structure in it at all. You know what I mean? These numbers 7. How can you coach a guy and he making just, if not more than your assistant? You know what I'm saying? That's number one. Number two, where's the hunger come at? You know what I mean? Al, if you're getting $1 million, you're getting 700 something, then you can move on. I'm nervous, right? And what I'm nervous about is nobody gives you something for nothing. What is the bigger plan in it? You follow what I'm saying to you? So where does it knock us off at? That's what I'm thinking about. Not the beginning, but the end. You follow what I'm saying? So now once you burn through the money or you tear something, are you able to get a degree? Are you able to function? You follow what I'm saying? Academically, how many of these kids would it destroy because they moving around so much? You understand what I'm saying? I mean, they done made it a ruleless situation where there's really no rules. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So academically, that was the way that our folks went to college on a sports scholarship. Now you giving them money and stuff, they're not concentrating on that. They got diamonds bigger than the pro guys got. They coming in doing their workout. Sometimes they want to do it, sometimes they don't. At our level, only thing we are developing them for somebody else that can pay some money to get them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we have 3-4 kids that's really good players, man, that we want to keep. Shit, by that time, hey man, the AAU guy called them. Hey man, such and such wants you. This is what they're gonna pay you. Ain't no telling what he got paid. You understand what I'm saying? So it's a very bad cycle. It's a very bad cycle. So like you said, Al, these guys don't make the pros or shit don't go right. Now what, the suicide rate gonna go up?
Yeah. Yeah.
You dig what I'm saying? You got them guys making more money than they ever thought they'd see in their life. You understand? Will the grown folks run through the money? It has to have some. Everything that glitters not gold. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everything that glitters not gold. I'm just curious of what's the ultimate plan in this here? To just have it wild like that doesn't make sense to me. You have you know what I mean, with the numbers, no telling. You know what I mean? Like, and then you're getting guys that are getting paid that can't play. How about that? How about that one? You getting some guys that's getting cash that can't play dead in a cowboy movie.
Hey Pap, I ain't gonna throw his name out there, but he a former coach. We know him too. Well, he's a coach now. We know him. He said, "Man, I miss the old days when you just had to pay the good players. Now you gotta pay everybody.
Now you're listening. Now you're listening. Yeah, I mean, you gotta pay everybody, man. So,
they only pay the good ones, and now you got to pay all these motherfuckers.
Hey, listen, and now they walk. The garbage guys walk stronger than the guys that can play.
Yeah,
I'm telling you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
I'm out in Rittenhouse Square one day. I'm thinking me and my sister. Was you with us Fats?
I could have been.
I think me, you, and Doe, and the kids, the college kids was right next to us. It was 4 of them. They had 4 friends with them. They balling. I'm thinking, you know what? I know one of them. Let me pay for their bill. Then I said, hold up. these they making more money than me. I ain't. But I'm sitting there. They in college. They in Rittenhouse Square, out having a good time. I'm just as a college athlete, as a college kid, like they living like the true professional adults.
Sure, man.
But
Sure.
like you said, Pap, it's like when this finished, because like you said, they for the short game. They dangling that little carrot in front of them. But I'm a risk and I'm a sacrifice everything now to get 700, maybe $1 million, $2 million. When they giving out $60 million contracts, if I truly work on my game in 2 or 3 years from now.
Yeah.
But everybody want the right now. But when that don't happen, now what's next? You ain't learning no life skills. You ain't learning nothing to prepare you for after basketball or after this thing stop. Your parents really never taught you because they hanging on to what you got a lot of times. It's just the dynamic is real crazy, man. It's a tricky dynamic that they provide.
It's a very tricky dynamic. And one of the worst intoxication is financial intoxication.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying to you? When you start getting fun, and that's what they're going to get. You know what I mean? And what happened when it's all gone? It can't last forever. Hey,
It's not.
Hey, in the street, what they say, fools and money, what? Soon
depart.
You dig what I'm saying? So, and you hope, and I'm not putting the arm on nobody or wishing that it happened or anything like that, but you pray and hope that folks is doing the right things with their money that will last them as long as possible, man, and they doing the thing. But it's tricky, man. It's tricky.
So you've been coaching. No, you're not teaching those.
That's over.
To the next.
Yeah, that's
to the
over.
next.
Yeah.
And you know it's crazy too, Pat, with that in college, like you said, you met some good people, Rhode Island, Providence, and when you in college, you build your network. So when it all ends, you might meet somebody, you might have met somebody, but bouncing from school to school and whatever, like you never really build that camaraderie. Because I mean, as a youngster, you really don't understand it, but we know it's not what you know, it's who you know. And you take away that element too, because you're not really building no foundation nowhere. You're not building nothing anywhere because you hopping on to the next. Again, microwave society, man. Everybody want to put it in right now and get it. Nobody want to put it in the oven and let it bake. And I tell them, the microwave meal, it starts out hot, it cool off fast. And you put it in the oven, that thing is hot for a while. You know what I mean? You let it cook.
You got blow on that sucker. You know what I mean? Yeah.
It's a microwave society, and people don't realize it, man. So that's the unfortunate thing. So hopefully, like I'm with you, Pat. You got to start young, but the problem is, again, the leadership, the adults is the ones that's in the way, man.
Yep. No, you're right, man. I mean, it's just, you ain't gonna find no guys like y'all, man. I'm telling you.
What's your approach now, though? What's your approach, like coaching, recruit? Like, how do you go about it? What type of kid you looking for? What's the conversation?
So now, remember when when you guys was coming through, toughness now is like a skill set. You know what I'm saying? And to be mentally tough. I ain't talking about no boxing shit. We playing basketball. You know what I mean? Are you gonna play hard all the time? You know what I mean? And I try to go get the guys that I want to see you to go through some adversity when I'm there with the recruit. I don't want to see you every time you playing, you doing this, that. What you do when adversity hit? You follow what I'm saying to you? And that's how I recruit at LaSalle. I want to see it. And I want the guys that don't like basketball that love it, because what college basketball do is test your love for it. All your time is built around college basketball. You know what I mean? Yeah. And those guys that, I mean, like, we got some guys, man, and we could be good. So what the Sunny Hill League taught us, right? Think about this, Al. Every year you don't have one of them bomb squads, right? So what you do, right? Can you piece it together to steal you some games, right? So that's when you start learning shit. You start getting tough, trickier. You know what I mean? In your mind. So we once y'all do that as a kid, y'all like that for life. You understand? Damn, this ain't gonna fall right this here. How I take chicken shit and make chicken salad out this joint. You know what I'm saying? You start thinking like that. Where my strong suit at? How I'm gonna play? You know what I mean? So, but all these kids, even at our level, they think they're these big time players.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And their parents thinks that. You know what I mean? Instead of buying in, guys that are good, guys that want to be good are hungry for knowledge. What I gotta do.
Yep.
That's all I know. All that other stuff, this is what I do. I don't know what I gotta do to get better.
Yep. Nah, that's interesting. That's interesting. Like you said, college will test you. That's it. I tell everybody that.
Test you. Yeah.
That's the first time I ever thought about quitting basketball in college.
Right. It's gonna test you, man.
First time. Yeah, test your
college
love.
basketball test your love for it, man, because you don't have. It ain't no time for yourself, man. You know what I'm saying? And this year round.
Yeah.
So you may get a month off, but you back in there in the summertime, Jack. You know what I mean? So
for sure.
The love. So I like mentally tough kids. You know what I'm saying? And just because of that test, and we're gonna go through some rough edges. We gotta play by games. So some of the games, I mean, we played at Syracuse. You get your head knocked in, all right. We just got to get back up and get going again. You know what I'm saying? But they gave us a nice number. You know what I mean? Which keep our program going. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
You got to play those games. But can you mentally say, all right, man, come on, we're going to still grind them, man. Let's try to steal one of these guys. Want to steal one of these games, this, that, and the third. You know, so it's got some good young guys, man. You just got to keep buying in. Keep buying. Yeah. Keep buying.
I know Deshaun, the football coach, but has his presence? Have you felt the presence? Have the athletic program felt Deshaun Jackson's presence?
I tell you what,
as the football coach there.
Yes, and to be perfectly honest with you, man, I didn't know what they was getting. I actually said to myself when I first heard he was going to do it, I said, this guy never coached nowhere. I said, man, I don't know how good this is. This ain't pros, right?
Right.
I said, this is a hell of an experiment. You follow what I'm saying?
Right.
And to my surprise, man, Sean worked their ass off. You hear what I'm telling you? Hey, man, hot heat. He had them guys out there working, had them guys out there running. He had a plan for him, man. He ain't taking no stuff. I watched him. I said, man, these guys is out here, man, in this heat. And I mean, they working, man. And he brought his kind of guys in there, man, and blended with the couple guys that stayed. And he worked and put it together, man. He did. Yeah. He got the right guys. The guy Portis. He got a Samoan guy that's pretty good offensive lineman that played in the league.
Okay.
Guys. And I'm telling you, man, they did a great. I seen the work, man. I seen Al. In fact, I was surprised. I mean, he was at work every day about 7:00. You understand what I'm saying? Out there with his guys. Hey, man, he told you what he was going to do. He demanded it. You know what I mean? And I thought he did I thought he did an unbelievable job. I thought he did it wouldn't surprise me if he's there or not there. He did a good job, man.
Yeah.
That's
good. That's good there, because a lot of times, man, they treat the former athletes, you know, Pat, they put this stigma on us, like we can't be disciplined to coach. We played the game our whole life. We lived it, the ups, but then as soon as it's time to be in a leadership role or one of those other type of roles, now, he's a former player. He can't be there on time. He don't know how to do the operational thing. They put that. I'm glad that y'all succeeding over there, man.
No, he did a good job, man. And what he did was, which I think is ingenious. What he didn't know, he got people that knew it.
Putting the team together.
Yeah, he put it together, man. And them guys got at it. They got at it, man. Every position was better than what it was once he put his hand on it, man.
That's good.
I commend him, man. He did a great. I thought he should have been coach of the year in the conference.
Yeah.
Because they was picked last.
You know
what I'm saying? Now the guy beat him, but I thought he should have been coach of the year. He did a great job.
Yeah, he definitely done a good job. I mean, Pat, we don't want to hold you too long. I want to also ask you: is there anything you want us to get from you, and anything going forward you want to get out to our audience, or anything next for Horace Owens that we should know about?
No, man. I mean, y'all know how I am, man. I never was one of those guys where I'm be preaching or telling somebody what I'm doing. I'd like slipping, you know what I'm saying? Just like y'all. Too. You know what I mean? You see me, hey man, all right, yeah. Now I'm making that.
That's right.
So I would like to say, man, that I am so proud of y'all, man, that words can't even describe it. You dig what I'm saying? The Katina Mobleys, y'all guys, Rashid, Ty, all y'all guys, man. I mean, it's just so heartfelt, man, to see my guys. Nip, that's from North Philly.
Shout out to Nips, my man.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You talking about Nip, You talking about Will Chase?
Where Nip at? Nip at Mastery? Where
Nip at Mastery? Yep, Nip at Mastery. You talking about Will Chavis,
Will
man?
Chavis.
You talking about Marvin? Yeah, man. I mean, these guys are doing. You talking about Justin? All them guys, man. They don't get no better than that, man. You talking about Chris Clark? Oh my God, the hits keep coming, man. So you guys did well, man. You know what I'm saying? And it just make me feel good that you guys think that I had an impact on y'all. You follow what I'm saying to you?
No, we know.
You know, I mean,
we don't think it.
I'm not gonna go rest all them. Hey man, y'all my guys.
Pappy,
man.
you know what time it is, Pappy.
Hey, Pap, tell me about Fats.
The scouting report. Get the scouting report.
Give me scouting report on Fats. Tell me about this dude, dog.
Could do it. Lefty gotta force him right. You dig what I'm saying? But if you let him get it to your left, that's your ass. You know what I mean? He may flush it on you, and he'll hit that pull up jumper on you. You understand what I'm saying? Got off his feet though. Al, he got off his feet. You know what I mean? If Fat wasn't that Gratz, he probably been all public and all that stuff. It was
he was chasing a ring though. I tell him he was chasing a ring. He went to Gratz. Should have went to Dobbins or something.
Oh,
man.
he probably let the joint score. Something like that there. Hey, listen, he over there playing that John Chaney jump over there with L and them. Hey, ho, that sideline break and all that. Man, Fats was wide open. That was their behind. You hear what I'm telling you? Fats could play, man. Yeah.
I tell you, I met Fats. We've been cousins our whole life, but we really can't. Our grandma passed away and we met at a funeral. Okay. And me and Fats, that's how we connected. And then, you know, I'm up in Mount Airy, he down north. And my pop used to always go see him play. And he'd be like, yo, man, your cousin could play, man. Your cousin could play. Fat would call the crib. And then, so his dad, my Uncle Clarence, and my mom are brothers and sisters.
Okay.
And it's fun, like everything. So he came, you know, Fats moved out to Toronto with me. So come to find out, one of his nicknames, I'm put a little bit, call him Pete. They call him Pete. I was like, damn, dog, you know, that's what they call my mom, Pete. But his dad and my mom was so close, so he used to bring Fats up to the crib. But then later on, Cat used to be like, hey, yo, man, I'm down 16th Street. I mean, your cousin over there dunking, they both lefties and all that. So then, and then like we really start being really, really connected after that, man. But we met, like, I think it's my junior year in high school.
Oh, man.
So,
decent, man.
Yep.
So your uncle, so I think it's your mom, Ronald, played with Reggie Kitchen in high school.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, Edison.
Talk more trash. You hear what I'm telling you? Oh, my God. Yep.
We got a lot of stories about my Uncle Ronald, man.
I'm sure.
I know you got some too.
Oh, I'm sure, man. Yep. But I tell you what, man, you guys are y'all so smooth, man, and just y'all. But y'all ain't just started this. You dig what I'm saying? The way y'all carry y'all was like that as kids, man. Y'all moved right. Hey, man, some people know how to move. Y'all always did. You know what I mean? Hey, listen. Hey, Fats, I would see Alvin, man. He may have one of them leather jackets on, look like John Shaft.
Smooth motherfucker.
Yeah, man.
Smooth motherfucker.
Oh, man. And Fats came up in a tough situation, man. All them guys down the projects could play, man, and they was tough. And Fats would be right there with him, but then carved out his own way in life, man. And that's what it's about. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Hey, man, he got morals, he got principles, and he handled his business. Don't get no better than that, man. You know what I mean? So, I mean, she surprised the shit out of me, man. I'm at North Carolina Central, and all of a sudden I get somebody tap me on my shoulder, and these people all around looking. He said, "Man, I heard you was going. I knew y'all was playing. I wanted to surprise you." I'm telling you, man, they don't get no better than that stuff, man.
Yeah,
I mean, one guy I want to mention, and I'm curious what y'all gonna say when I mention his name. This joker was so good and crazy, but might have been one of the best players of y'all era. Who I'm talking about?
Rondell.
Oh my Lord, sweet Jesus.
Tell a story. You took him to Rhode Island.
Hold it, twice. He beat me back twice. Me and Rockman put him in the car.
Kev Rockman. Yep. Total response.
Drove him up there. We met with Al Skinner, right? I said, Al, this the one. He said, Pappy, that good? This the one, right? Had him situated, had his roommate, everything, right? We set everything up for him. He was set up, right? By the time I got back, I dropped by Erie Avenue. He right there. I said, "What are you doing?" I took him twice. I took him back up there again. He beat me back, but a very sad story. But oh my God, was he talented, man? Oh my God,
Bump was the deal. He was the same year.
Yes.
And I tell you, when Coach Joe Bryant, coached our Sunny Hill team, and right when Bump was leaving, transferring from U City to Gratz, he brought Bump off the bench. Yep. Played with us, and Bump got MVP at the Donofrio tournament.
Yes.
And he got MVP. And then he transferred. Then he came off the bench for Gratz. Man, Bump was 6'7". Led him in scoring 16, 17 a game. Yeah, Bump mean, handle, 6'7", dunking.
Al, you know who sent him to Gratz, right?
Who?
Damn.
Wow.
Bump was in Jersey, right? With this guy staying with him. He said,
Frank Bird.
There you go. He treat me like such. He said, "Man, I'm transferring." I said, "Where you transferring to?" He said, "I'm transferring to Albany." I said, "I can't help you."
Wow.
I said, "Now, if you transfer to Gratz, I got you." Right? He said, "All right." I'll never forget, it was a Tuesday night and it was raining. I go get him, put him in the car, drives him to Belfield. L was up there working, sitting down with L. I said, "L, you want to transfer?" So he said, "Listen, man, you know how many chances you got to mess up?" He said, "How many?" He said, "None. You mess up, you out." And the rest was history.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Thank again, man. Yeah. And that Albany makes sense because Frank Bird was cool with Jay Lawson. They all played on that team out there with him.
I said, "You can't go there," because I knew he needed some kind of structure. You dig what I'm saying to you? I didn't want him to go run wild here and there. You dig what I'm saying? So I knew L was getting right, but oh my God, was he good?
No, Bump was the best in that class.
Yes.
Bump was the best one in that class.
Yes. Bump was good.
Yeah, he was the best one. Yeah, he was very good.
Tough, like you said, mean, could handle. Oh my God, man.
Yeah, he was good. Yeah. But Pat, me personally, man, I gotta say thank you for everything. And I remember you helped me out a lot, man. I remember sitting down with you in LaSalle, and you gave me a different perspective on my pop. And it made me look at my pop and gave my pop more grace in his last years. But if I didn't have that conversation with you, man, I don't know how I would have ended up handling that situation. So I want to thank you for that. That's short, but it was a huge conversation for me, man. But throughout that time, man, I always revered you, man. I still revere you.
Appreciate it.
I love you, man, and I appreciate you, man. You done so much for me.
Same from here, Pap. I got mad love for you, man. You know how I am for you.
Hey, y'all. Hey, man, y'all my guys, man. I cheer for y'all, man. I watched y'all. I watch you, Fats. Hey, man, I watch you, Al. Your pop was amazing, man. A hell of a guy. You dig what I'm saying? And the kind of conversation we had was grown folk stuff, man. And he like stayed straight and narrow, and he would pull my coat on a lot of things. You know what I mean? A lot of things with the Hill League, or a lot of things in life. You know what I'm saying? How things go, man. So, and I liked how he walked and carried himself. You dig what I'm saying? You guys asked me about the T Shills, and I didn't want to forget that, man. Is T Shills and Claude was good, but T and I became really close, man. I became a PO, man, and that was my walkie. You know what I mean? We would walk every day and talk, and he taught me a ton of stuff, man. How to be a gentleman, man, how to carry myself, man. And you know how to do it, but when you get outside the home sometimes, and he's considered one of my old heads, man. And he don't tell you nothing wrong, man. He know how it go, man. You dig what I'm saying? So he had me, he had Train, you know what I mean? But that was our guy, man. T is our guy, man. So shout out to those dudes, man. And he helped mold me, man. T, Reggie Kitchen, Dennis Caldwell, Kai. You know what I'm saying? A couple guys down here in the street, man. They helped mold me, man. And my old heads ain't like these guys do now. These guys may put a pack or something in the guy hand, man. They would never let me get near none of that mess, man. You dig what I'm saying?
Right.
It was all strong shit that they taught. You know what I mean? How to be strong, how to talk to people, man, how to handle yourself. And that's important, man. And that's what we forgot. We forgot, man. When it was time to dig in my ass and I did something, they got me, man. You dig what I'm saying? So y'all guys just make me so proud of y'all, man. And I know, I mean, Sean Costins. I mean, I got guys, man. I mean, them guys. Hey, man, Coach, one time when he got it started going really good out real quick, right? So I said, listen, dig this, man. If y'all got a school game, that's important, right? I said, you got to go to your school game. I said, but if I find out you playing in that street and don't come to my shit on time, you ain't playing. Sean went and played up at the library down the bottom or some shit with somebody. And then come to the game, grab my uniform. I said, man, if you don't take my shit off, I'm going to struggle. But Sean another dude, man, that showed mental toughness, man. Sean ain't make all public, man. That guy was second team all conference in the Metro when they had Louisville and all them. This guy worked in his game, man, and was persevered, man. So I love all y'all, man. Y'all my guys, man, and I appreciate it, man. I'm telling you, just to take the time to talk to an OG is a pleasure, man, for real.
No, we got to do it more, man. We got our sports show too, man. We want to have you on there. We talk about different topics in the NBA, like that Chris Paul stuff. Like we would love to have you on there, man. Yeah, discuss some of these topics with us.
Yeah, man, that'd be good, man. It's just like y'all guys have an era and stuff. So in my eras, you know, and you have guys that just made impact on our lives, right? So like your dad, like Sonny, you know what I mean? Like T. Shields and some other guys that people don't know, you know what I mean? John Harnett, you know what I mean? Them guys are missed, man. Tony Sammartino. Those were good guys, man, good people.
Yes.
We don't have them no more, man. And that's the fabric of me too, just like it was of y'all, you know? So, man, y'all are a blessing, man. Y'all have no idea, man.
Thank you.
Thanks, man. We appreciate you. You know, I enjoy your time. We North Philly, so you know I'm personal with you, man. Much love. I'm glad to have.
Yeah, we North Philly.
Alvin North Philly too. Alvin North Philly. You went up to Germantown. You know what I mean?
They don't believe me, Pat. They like you from out here and all this. Tell him,
man. He ain't no. Hey, I was gonna snatch him until stealing ass John Harnett took him from me. You know what I mean? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we wanted to say thank you, Pat. We want to be in touch with you. And hopefully we get you on a sports show soon, too, man. That'd be great.
Oh, man, that'd be better than that, man. I look forward to it. Appreciate y'all, man. Anytime.
Good luck for the rest of the season,
for the rest of the season, Pat.
Man, say extra prayer for me, man. Please, man.
All right, Pat. Much love, man.
Much love. Back at y'all. Pat. Dre, good meeting you, man.
All right. Pat, I'm going to call you regular, all right? I'm going to send you. Yeah, I'm going to send you.